actually look like to lead your studio instead of just survive it? Do you have a vision? You're not just thinking about this week. You're planning for the next quarter, the next hire, the next version of your business. This mindset doesn't happen overnight. It's built just like you are building your studio. Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Thursday episode of the Design Dialogues podcast. Today's episode is for everyone who's ready to step into the next version of themselves, the one that runs their studio with intention, confidence, and clarity. We're talking about the mindset shift from being a designer to being a studio leader. It's the difference between working in your business and leading it. It's not about ego, it's about ownership. When you start out in interior design, you wear all the hats, and I mean all of them. Designer, admin, project manager, bookkeeper, stylist, sometimes even furniture delivery person. Does it sound familiar? But here's the thing. What gets you started in business isn't what helps you scale it. Staying stuck in the day-to-day weeds, chasing approvals, finding supplier calls, redoing client presentations at midnight, it is a fast track to burnout, and it limits your earning potential. The moment you start thinking like a leader, planning instead of reacting, building systems instead of just delivering outcomes, your business starts to change. You shift from chaos to clarity, from overwhelm to strategy. That's the design boss mindset. And it's one of the biggest transformations I see when I work with clients during a systems and processes health check. So what does it actually look like to lead your studio instead of just survive it? Here are some core traits of a designer who has a leadership mindset. Clarity. You know your business model, who your ideal client is, and where your revenue comes from. You have boundaries. You set expectations early and stick to your process. Systems. You don't reinvent the wheel every project. You have workflows, templates, and checklists. Delegation. You know your value and you don't waste time on things someone else could do better or faster. And you have a vision. You're not just thinking about this week. You're planning for the next quarter, the next hire, the next version of your business. This mindset doesn't happen overnight. It's built just like you are building your studio. And if you're unsure where you sit right now, that's okay. This is something that really takes time. You might have an idea of where your studio is going, but building the muscle of leadership and building the resilience to show leadership in your studio is something that takes time. The thing is, making this shift isn't always easy. Here are some of the mindset blocks that I have seen come up again and again when I've been working with designers. If I don't do it, it won't be done right. This is so common. It's about perfectionism or control, or both, and it's completely normal. But leadership means letting go of some control so you can gain time, clarity, and freedom. And this is where systems and processes are so important. The stronger your systems and processes are, the less things that are up for interpretation, the less you are going to need to have to worry about this one. I can't afford to outsource. If you're doing $100 hour design work but spending 10 hours a week on $30 hour tasks, you're already losing money. You're not working clever. A leader invests strategically in help. I don't know where to start. This one is huge, and it is really where I encourage people to look at resources that can help. It might be that you listen to lots of podcasts. You might get a business coach. You might get a mindset coach. It doesn't necessarily need to be an industry-specific mentor, but having someone to help you with this is really important. Having someone who's going to walk beside you to help you with your mindset when it comes to leadership is really important, and it's really helpful. The truth is, staying in the weeds of your business feels familiar, but it is costing you clarity, creativity, and cash. And those first steps towards leadership can feel scary, but it is the only way that your business is going to grow. So how do you actually step into that leadership role? And here are a few powerful ways to start. And I have seen designers implementing this, and the change in their mindset, the way they carry themselves, everything just makes such a difference. A weekly CEO hour. Set aside 1 hour a week where you don't do client work. You review your finances, you look at upcoming capacity, and you plan. That hour will change your business. Make it really important, whether it's a Monday morning first thing or first thing Friday morning at the end of the week. Just put it aside and think like a CEO. Standardize one thing. Pick one part of your process, whether it's the onboarding, your quoting, some templates, some email templates, and create a standard process or checklist for it. Then use it consistently. Pick one thing a week, and then the next week do something else. By the end of the year, you might have roughly 45 to 50 processes that you have documented. That alone will make such a significant difference to your business. Define your studio values. What do you stand for? What kind of experience do you want clients and team members to have? When you're clear on this, so many decisions get easier. Start delegating. This could be as small as hiring a bookkeeper or a virtual assistant, but taking that first step frees you up to lead. So let me leave you with this. You didn't start your design business to feel like you're drowning in admin. You started it because you love the work, the creativity, the transformation, the people you get to help. But to keep doing the work you love, you need to lead the business behind it. You are the creative director and the CEO. You get to set the tone, the pace, and the direction. And that is going to be different for everyone. If you're ready to step into that design boss mindset and want help making the back end of your studio support the front end, make sure to book in a systems and processes health check. I help a lot of designers every week not only get their systems and processes in shape, but to help them with their mindset and getting ready to move into that leadership role in their business. Thanks for being here today. I really hope you've enjoyed it. And if this episode resonated with you, please share it with a fellow designer who you think might find it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an episode. I'll see you next time for our next Design Dialogue. That's it for today's episode. I hope this gave you some fresh ideas and motivation to refine how you run your studio. But here's the thing, having the right strategies is one thing, actually implementing them is another. And if you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or just unsure where to start, that's exactly what my Systems and Processes Health Check is for. It's a one-on-one deep dive into how your studio runs, pinpointing where things are working, where they're not, and giving you a clear roadmap to streamline your processes. And the thing is, my health check is different from other mentoring out there. We don't just talk, we put together clear, actionable items that I hold you accountable for, because I want to make sure that at the end of the health check, you see a real difference in your business. Imagine having a studio that runs smoothly, where you're in control, and where you can finally focus on the design work that you love. If that sounds like exactly what you need, head to the website to book in your health check today. Thanks for tuning in, and if you found this episode helpful, share it with a fellow designer who could use these insights too. See you for our next Design Dialogue.